full cast of Falcons soaring in the upper air of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. One does take to the skies before kickoff. That's the mascot, Freddy the Falcon. And down at ground level, it is a cauldron of Falcons also taking flight out of the tunnel and onto the field here in Atlanta. Tonight, we have ourselves a preseason clash between the Denver Broncos and the Atlanta Falcons. The ball is teed up, kicking team looks ready. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So out here the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
One of the big advantages of Michael Penix coming into the league is it wasn't storybook in college. In fact, he got beat up in Bloomington. Everybody remembers the end at Washington, the runner-up for the Heisman, the national title game. But he took a beating. Injuries derailed many of his years back at Indiana. And I think because of that background, because of all that gets built through that adversity, he's more than ready for everything that comes his way in the NFL.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. They're going play fake with Penix. Got a man. It fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. Recovered by the Broncos. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. So they managed to keep possession. They've got third and short now. Here he is on third and short. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they come up big on third down there with the sack.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
So Rigoberto Sanchez, the man who will send this flying on fourth down. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose!
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Lone back gets the handoff. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be first down Denver.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos don't need long to take a 6-0 lead.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
So the offense out there, and the Broncos making the call to go for two here.
The Broncos will line up for the two-point conversion.
And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead.
And makes the score.
Well, they really made getting the 2 points there look pretty simple. Nice time to call that option.
I love the option play, Kate. In short yardage situations, get a true 2-on-1 with your quarterback. Make it simple for him. And that time, well, the simplest one was him keeping it and getting those 2 points.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Fielded at the 7. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the second time. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. To the air with Penix. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Broncos going nickel here. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. They cross the 40. Nice run there. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons slice the lead down to a couple. Well, Brock, that proved a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time about the efficiency of a slant route and in breaking, that angle breaking in. Right, higher completion rate, you're throwing something breaking in. You have a corner that breaks out. Obviously, the efficiency may not be there, but boy, touchdowns and big touchdowns can follow when the 2 stay connected.
Here's Thomas on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Denver offense taking the field for their 2nd drive. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. On 1st down, they'll run. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
And this one is launched downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest, and I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Finds the in route complete. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Incomplete.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Bijan Robinson, touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Cyber tacks on the point after. And the Falcons push their lead to 6.
Falcons 14, Broncos 8.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff.
Set to kick off.
Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here comes the Bronco offense. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. They go play action on 1st down. Connects with the open man downfield. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17.
I'm not sure, Kate. I'm not sure, you're not sure. Everyone in the building is not sure how you can lose the biggest eligible receiver on the field, but that's exactly what the defense just did.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's a dive up the middle. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Time for our second quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. Dive play straight ahead. And they're going to score a touchdown, Denver. The Broncos tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
So the offense out there, and the Broncos making the call to go for 2 here.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll call his own number, and he runs it in. That's going to break the tie and put them up by 2.
Broncos 16.
Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure, and if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
28-yard line.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Staying with Robinson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door.
And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. Third time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Broncos back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Complete out to the right side. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. One play in, Brock, in this drive is already in enemy territory.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Broncos.
First down, play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Broncos first down.
Plowing up the middle. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers, but they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
At the 6-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up second.
Now, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Still lined up at the 6. Here's second and goal.
Cougar 19.
They'll try and punch it in. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be third and goal.
2-yard pickup.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hold it ready.
Last play stopped short. Still 3 yards to gain. Third and goal.
Ready.
Trying to get it with the option. They pitch it out to him here. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. So the offense out there, the Broncos making the call to go for 2 here.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he is in for the score. We may not see them kick ever again, partner. They're now 3 for 3 on 2-point tries today. kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return starts at the 3. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And they're going to try to take the lead back to 1 possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14. Throwing now on first down. Penix. Man downfield, and he finds London. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Falcon first down. 1 play in, Brock and his drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing from the pistol, Penix. He'll step up, and there he goes. And his slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. From the shotgun, Penix. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And they'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Rigoberto Sanchez will kick it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And that couldn't have hit any better. That took the perfect bounce and went out of bounds at the 1. The Broncos returning their offense and this running back to the field. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Sending him on the dive. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Buying some time right. Finds his man over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. He'll go quickly to the right. And how is that for some breathing room, huh, Brock? Gets him away from the goal line up to the 20. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. All set now, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Well, good thing they reviewed it, because after further examination, the call on the field has changed. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Hits his running back. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Move the chains. Gotta move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Throwing now off the play action. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Broncos.
Looking to throw. Completed over the middle. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Well, 2 quarters left, Brock, for starters and backups alike to get tuned up before week 1. The second half of our preseason finale is underway. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your #1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half, and that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets him around 6 there. Play made there by Clark Phillips.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Looking for his wide receiver there. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Throwing off the play fake. Headed out right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
And the Broncos first down.
Throwing now on 1st down. Dialing up a receiver screen. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 40-yard line.
Back now, pressure coming. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Here we go. Bronco leading. Let's go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. and we'll move to the next.
They'll go play action. Has it at the 7. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
The QB keeping this option on 1st and goal. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Ooh, option play, 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime.
I have a little sense, Kate, that equipment manager is going to find a way to keep that football for this QB. Yeah, he was a dual-threat guy in college, but that's his first in the NFL using his legs.
So the offense out there, and the Broncos making the call to go for 2 here.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He takes off with it. Keeping it on the ground. And he gets into the end zone again. And this is just automatic for them at this point. Now a perfect 4 for 4 going for 2. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out of the field runs the Atlanta offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Going right side, Robinson with it. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm. Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
His work begins at the 31. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Broncos running their offense out once again. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, that could put this just too far out of reach. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Quick to the left, it's caught. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
And the Broncos first down.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Broncos have the football, Brock, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too. First and 10 now from the 46.
Let's get ready.
Here's a quick pass to the right side. Cut. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
The give here on second. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
That's one of the reasons they love him in that spot near the box, because of his range and not just his coverage. He's got more than enough range, more than enough speed to chase down those backs on the outside and meet them before they ever cross the line.
Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Get it. 19, 5, Panther 60, Panther 60. Get it.
Working inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Broncos offense getting ready for another 2-point try.
The Broncos will line up for the
Bronco
two-point
leading.
conversion.
Go.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4. All right, Brock, your time with Seattle and especially Indy, you were on the winning end of some blowouts. Is there any reason you'd have ever gone for 2 up this big?
Well, let's see. Mike Holmgren, Tony Dungy, my father. No, Kate, you would not ever do this, because the football's got a funny way of coming back and humbling you. Maybe not in this game, but down the road, and I just don't like any part of this decision-making.
Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively, because you also know it can set the table for more.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Let's go.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Here's the backup. First throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Finds a little room there. Gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
The Broncos bringing out an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the 1st down too.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ready, set.
1st down from the 42.
Ready. Panther 60.
Connell looking to run. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shovel pass complete. Oh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
Set up. 60.
On 3rd down, here's O'Connell. Finds him over the middle. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Well, I know everybody on that offensive side of the ball appreciates that kind of effort. Got it by more than just a couple of inches. In fact, no need for a measurement on that as they move the chains.
And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. From the gun, O'Connell. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Denver set to take the field on offense. And we'll see if those 3 timeouts get used defensively, Brock, but this one is over either way.
Ready.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of yardage, it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Keeps it on the option here. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Set. Steady, ready.
They draw it up front, and they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now. Gotta hurry this to the line.
Made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Get up.
He's drawn up for him. And he can't do it himself. They're on him short of the line to gain, and the defense forces the turnover